Hey everyone, what is up? How's it going? Welcome to Adobe Live. My name is Katrina Torrijos. I'll be your host today. I am the Creative Cloud Express evangelist, and I am also a content creator on YouTube and on Twitch. So shout out to everyone in chat today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hello, Cody. What is up, Anika? Hi, Sean. Hi, Sajad? Sajad, is that how I say your name? Please correct me in the comments. Wow, I am so excited that we have no tech issues today and I started the intro correct this time. Oh man. All right, so today we have a packed stream. We're going to go through a couple creative ways to showcase your Instagram photos using Creative Cloud Express. And of course, these don't have to be specific to Instagram. You can also apply these tips to Twitter, Facebook, and IG stories. Hello, Bruce. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so today's stream is really dedicated to those who like posting photos on Instagram, whether it's like, you know, your family, your dog, or like nature photography or anything. And, you know, also have like a little bit of like design and stuff and kind of want to make the photo stand out a bit more. So if that's your thing, then let's go proceed to my screen. All right. So we are on my screen. So we're in Creative Cloud Express. Let me pull up my notes really quick. Awesome. Okay. So we are on the home page. We're going to be working from a couple templates and then also one from scratch. So if we are just meeting and you're seeing, and this is the first stream that we are in together, I really like to do a couple of different projects, starting off like really simple and then getting a little bit complicated as we go. So you could see like different styles and different approaches to achieving the project. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is one of those simple like reminder posts that I see a ton on Instagram. And I think it's just such a cool way to showcase like textures or like things that are good as wallpapers and backgrounds. So nature photography, cityscapes, things like that. Okay, so we're just gonna go search in the search bar today, and we're gonna look up reminder. Cool. Is this what it is? Oh wait, hold on. Am I on the wrong thing? Let me refresh. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I mess around in the program like before the stream, and then like my search stuff gets all weird. Okay, let me see. Let's go to Instagram posts. There you go. Let's narrow our search a little bit more. And let's go on reminder. Okay, so this is what we want. So it's like these things, these templates. So as you can see, there's so many different templates for like reminder posts. And I think they're just super cool to look at because you could put like a nice quote or a tip or something. And it just makes the photo look a little bit more interesting. So we have a couple here in different, what's it called, formats and dimensions. There's also some that's like just quote graphics, which is awesome. But today we're going to start from this template. Looks easy enough. Hi, Dorina. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hey, Chris. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is change out the text just by clicking on the graphic. And then we can see that's groups. We're going to ungroup it really quick so that we can just toggle the text. And then once the thing pops up, we are going to change it to, let's see. Oh, let's see. You are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. Cool, that's a nice reminder. And I would like to pass on that reminder to everyone in chat. It is almost the weekend, so if you're struggling, if you're pretty much done with this week or going through a hard time, just remember you're doing an amazing job. Keep on going, okay? We're almost there. Okay. So we're just going to center it a little bit using the snapping lines. And then next we're going to change the image. see, let's hit replace. And then I actually have some photos that I wanted to use in Lightroom. So I'm just gonna click on our Lightroom to Adobe Live. And as you can see, I did preload a couple of photos that I took. Like just nice nature photography things that didn't exactly make the gram because I don't know. I post a lot of like inspirational stuff and design, and I do a couple lifestyle photos. So these didn't really like have like, you know, a select place on my Instagram, even though they're really nice pictures. So let's just go ahead and click through some of them and see what happens. Oh wait, it didn't show up. Let's do that again. My internet is going insane. Okay. Lightroom. Do it again. And if something doesn't happen exactly the first time, just try it again, refresh the page, and it'll happen. Or do it in a different way. So this time I didn't replace it as the background. Also, this photo is really big. This photo's like 6,000 pixels, I think. So, okay. Let's move it to the back. And there you go. So now you have your photography in the background. You can also take the graphic in the middle and then adjust the opacity just a tiny bit so it like peeks through just a little bit. I kind of like the how opaque it is right now, but we'll just make it a little softer. Okay, cool. And then another thing that I like to do is in design assets, sometimes I'll put a texture or an overlay to make it a little bit more interesting. But there's this one thing that I want to show y'all. Okay, so if you type in film in design assets, it'll pop up all these like nice little film frames, right? But I really like this one, genuinely surprised me. They have like film burns or like light leaks that you could overlay on your photos and then like just adjust the opacity of them. It was like the coolest thing that I discovered yesterday when I was crafting this workshop. And then once you're done with that, just bring down the opacity just like a little, and then it just like adds, it just changes the light. I'm sorry, I get a little excited. Hi Andreas, hi Anthony, welcome to the stream. Hey Bliss. What is up? I notice the quality on IG sometimes doesn't come through. Yes. So there is actually a way to fix that. It is in your settings, and there is a high quality like toggle thing. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. There is a way to get around that, and it helps with your videos too. So if you're uploading video content, it actually helps. What is it? Settings. You go to your settings. And then, where is it? Account. And then data usage. So go to your Instagram settings, go to your account, and then go to data usage. And then you're going to see, I don't know how well you can see. I'm in the corner. You'll see 2 options: use less cellular data or high quality uploads. Make sure high quality upload switch is turned on. So that's how you retain the quality of your photos and videos on Instagram. I know that's something that a lot of people actually don't know about. So cool. So here is the first one, and it's super, as you can see, it's like a nice simple way to showcase your IG photos. Oh, and also here's another quick IG tip. I totally forgot. Unless your design requires it, 1080 by 1080 is out. 1080 1080 by, what is it? 1350 by 1080 or Instagram portrait is in. So it is just a better dimension, and it takes up a lot more real estate on the app. So if you can, opt for Instagram portrait all as much as you can, really. And then let's just test this out on a different photo. So let's get rid of that, and let's add another photo. Click on that, Lightroom. And then let's do something that's not, okay. So let's do like a water photo. Did it show up? Let's try it again. Okay. I have this bad habit of keeping my photos absurdly large in Lightroom. Which is why it like sometimes Creative Cloud Express kind of freaks out. So make sure your photos are reasonably large or not reasonably sized when adding it to Creative Cloud Express, because sometimes if it's 20,000 pixels, we might run into some problems. Okay. So we're going to move it down. Oh, let's move it all the way down, actually. Further down. Okay, cool. So now it's the bottom layer. We're going to put this like film burn over it. And it just looks so good. Or if you don't want the film burn, that's okay. Original photos, just fine. Anyways, y'all get the point. Thank you. Just turned on high quality uploads. Didn't know that was a thing. Yes, Colby, it is a thing. Even for posts, yes. When you go to upload, pinch your image to zoom it out, and it will be the portrait if the correct dimensions. Yes, for sure. Never resize in LR. Do it in PS if you need to. There's the power tip, Sean. There's the power tip. I should watch the replay to see where the high quality, where is the high quality option. Okay, yes, for sure, Donna, for sure. Or if anyone knows in chat, feel free to put in the instructions below. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next kind of post, and we're going to delete this. And this one's perfect for Instagram carousels. So I noticed like when scrolling on Instagram, people are just scrolling so fast, right? And sometimes people will use the carousel. Most of the times they see the first photo, they like it, they move on. So we want to make sure all of your photos get seen. So this post will be sort of like a grid type of post. So we are going to go to background. We're going to click on the 4 cell just like this, and we're going to add some photos like what we did earlier. Of course, you can upload, you can pull in from Lightroom. And then, so I'm gonna take these photos here. I did a photo shoot with a headband company and a picnic company. And so I just want to put all the photos in one post and just not even use the carousel. Just do that. I'm doing things one by one, which is probably going to take forever, but that's okay. Sometimes I work harder, not smarter. Okay. And then last box. It is super cute. The theme was a little garden party. Okay, Lightroom. Okay, so now that we have all the posts, we're just going to hit add to background so they just snap in place. We don't have to resize. We don't have to do anything. You can recenter it just by clicking on here and then adjusting the zoom. And then I want to add a little bit of a border. So I'm going to go to the background and then give this like maybe like a 1 or 2. Cool. And then some people can stop here, but I want to add a little bit of flair. So we're going to go to design assets, and then we're already on the film part. And I want to add some of these like film borders to it. Hey, Tanya, what's up? You're such a social mediainista. I mean, sometimes I do some influencer stuff on the side, you know? This is fun. It was like a lot of local it was like a local Bay Area collab, so it was a really fun day. It was also really cold. It was like maybe like 30 degrees Fahrenheit during this photo shoot. So, yeah. Pretty cold. Okay, so now we are just going to add this frame to the borders, give it a more like film-y-esque look. and then just make sure that it's aligned with the corner of the photos. And then we're going to also, I discovered something last night when I was testing out this workshop, making sure like everything was like the tech was good. Did you know that if you press space and you drag on the canvas, you can pan? I did not know that at all, and I will tell you, I was shook because I was doing things the hard way of like zooming out, clicking on an area, then zooming in and hoping my computer would pan with it. It was strange. It was such a really nice discovery moment. So, in case you didn't know, you can pan on your canvas by holding spacebar. Duplicate. Okay, and then now I also have this bad habit of making my canvas too small and trying to like just squint and hoping I get things right, which is why during these streams sometimes I'm like 1-2 pixels off and I need to rely on chat to help me to call me out. So feel free to let me know. Yes, lol, I use space to pan in Photoshop. Yes, Sean. Streams are totally workshops. Asking for an ambassador. Yeah. I did know that at the very least. Yeah, I did not. I was out of the loop on this. I was just clicking around and I was like, what is this? So, yes, lesson learned. But also a good moment to call out that we are all still learning, particularly me. I am not a pro tool. I'm not a pro tool user. So yes, it was a great moment. Positive learning experience. Okay. I have the okay, I have this okay, wait. Oh, pan. Let's pan here. What's going on here? Okay, so this is the part that's a little bit tedious. It's just making sure things are lined up or at least close enough. And it's okay if it's like this is a little bit messy because it is a little bit of a kind of just thrown together look. So that's why we had the border, so we had that clean edge. So that not like the pictures and stuff don't appear behind it. So if things are a little off, you can even like rotate them so like the pictures look a little bit offset or the frames actually look a little bit offset. But this is generally what it's supposed to look like. I think it looks super cool. And, you know, the frames just make it pop a little bit more interesting to look at rather than just 4 photos on a grid. But also it makes sure that all of your photos get seen and doesn't just get passed over when people are scrolling. Okay, cool. So now we're going to work on the next Instagram post idea, which is a little bit more complicated, just a tiny bit, but not too hard. Okay, so this one will be more travel inspired. Let me just get rid of everything. Delete cell, delete cell, delete cell, delete cell. Okay, now we're going to go back into the template library and we're gonna search up collage. Okay. So we're gonna play around with this one. This one looks really nice to play around with because it's simple, but it also has some elements that we can mess with. Okay, so for this one, we're going to replace the photos today using our Lightroom. So I went to Santa Barbara a couple months ago for a work trip, and there were so many beautiful sights, so many beaches. It was amazing. So we're just gonna and actually, I don't think I post any of those pictures on my Instagram. So I'm going to do it today. We're going to do it here and give them some love. There are so many photos in my Lightroom that just don't make it to the gram because I like the photos, but it's like I don't like them alone. So I just sometimes end up not posting it, or I use it for like a different project or something. So we're just going to drag it to these things. Oh, my bad. We need to get rid of the photos. My bad. Okay, so we're going to click on it, hit add to background, so it snaps. Super nice. And then we're going to make this into like a little, kind of like a postcard kind of thing. Okay. So we're just gonna name this Santa Barbara. We'll do it into two text blocks. Santa Barbara. Cool. And then there's I fell in love with the font yesterday, y'all, and I'm gonna use it today. It's called Ganache. I think that's how it's said. But when I'm not even playing with you. When I when I saw this font, I was like, I literally stopped, my jaw dropped, and I was like, I love this font. This is the font for me. It's just so pretty. Santa Barbara. Okay, 316. Click on this. Let's make this the same size. And then we're going to slant it a little bit. Let's look at chat. We're all learning from each other. Yes, Tanya. Does CCE give you hex code for colors? Yes, it does. So to change the color, you just click here, and then you can do the custom. It also has the hex color code right here. Or you can use, it also has the eyedropper tool. Good question. Also, if I'm turning my head a lot, it's because my chat is all the way off to the side. So Adobe Fonts needs to be added to the branded section. Yes, I agree. We have some fonts on there, but it would be super nice to add it, like have this selection in the font selection over there. But we are definitely working on that. We'll make that happen for sure. Okay, so we're going to slant it a little bit like this, and we're going to change the color. I've been feeling summery colors these days. I don't know, it's because I just want summer to happen already, or like warmer months, but it's been kind of cold here in the Bay Area, and I'm a little over it. Just a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to add my favorite effect, which is the shadow and outline combo, and we are going to make it like a red orange kind of thing. This has been like my jam these days. Let's add it here. I just love the way this looks. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. Okay. Oh, I kind of like how it's like a light outline over here. Kind of adds a different dimension. Usually I make the outline and the shadow the same color, but I'm feeling this. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to add an icon. Let's add a wave icon. And then let's find something. I think this one looks cool, right? Oh, heck yes. Okay. So we're going to click this. We're going to make it a little bit lighter so it stands out from the images. There's a lot of colors going on here, which, by the way, you can also do some light editing on the photos. So if, like, let's say this is too dark, or like there's too much contrast in a photo, you can definitely lightly edit them, or pull them in Lightroom or Photoshop or whatever tool that you use. Okay. Now we're going to move this down so it's behind the words, and we're going to fit it like so. Okay, it looks so good. Okay, cool. And then the last thing we're going to do is hit the animation tool. We're going to do the color shuffle today. and boom, export it as a video, upload it to Instagram, and there you have your post. All right, so let me know what you thought about this quick little 30-minute tutorial in the comments. I hope you all liked it. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning into today's session. I hope you learned a lot. I'll be doing actually an after session in the Creative Cloud Express Discord server. So hop on there over after the stream, and I'll be hanging out there. You can connect with me on Instagram and YouTube. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.